Howdy. Happy Tuesday to you guys. Um, another take two. Every video I do is a take two. Actually, I had a pretty cool creative concept that I was trying to experiment with and thought it was going well, but when I watched it, it wasn't going well. So, if you guys watched recently, I have a broken tripod. The cradle's broken off and I haven't had a chance to fix that. So, I had the brilliant idea to use this windshield phone cradle on the outside of my driver's door, which I parked deliberately horizontal to the river. I was like, man, gee, money, you're so smart. You're so smart, young man. But I realized that in theory it worked pretty good, but it was a little breezy. I didn't feel like it was that breezy, but when I viewed the video, it was very breezy. And then, every time I do a video, there's always some loud obstruction, some noise. A car came in, it was like really, really loud, like hot rod sound, and just screwed everything up. And but basically, I'm going to try and recap everything I said in the first video. I wanted to give you a nice backdrop of the beautiful river, but it seems like the wind stopped now. It was doing fine until I hit play, and then the damn wind started kicking up. But yeah, so let me try and recount what's going on. First of all, it's a beautiful day in Milton, Florida. It's about 81 degrees. It's supposed to be the high today. Should be getting pretty close to that in the next hour or two. It's pretty much like partly cloudy. I don't think we're due any rain today. But, there's clouds and they're drifting by doing their, going to their destination. But just wanted to say hi pretty much on a Taco Tuesday. I will be going up to my favorite eatery soon. And trying to be frugal until Friday. I have some major vehicle problems, like I always do. My left front tire is rubbing up against the bumper, and it needs some immediate attention. My main concern is that if I address that, if I can get through for the next 72 hours, if I can get a used tire on there, I'd like to. It needs to be the wrong size. That needs to be smaller. I'm getting a lot of rubbing. I'm not going to be able to fix the bumper for like 2 weeks. And I don't even have the money to pay somebody just to remove the damn bumper and look like a total redneck. I'd probably fit in right here in Milton. But so I have reservations to go at Primitive Campground, excuse me, for Saturday and Sunday, which is about 40 miles away. I'm really concerned because I have a feeling with my luck that I'll have a blowout if I'm out that far and won't be able to afford a tow back because I've got the insurance payment, blah, blah, blah. These are all like things I'm just relaying. Worries. Excuse me, I've had a sore throat lately, and it's very agitated here lately. Feels like it's getting slightly better, believe it or not. But anyway, let me see. We have our truck delivery today. And that's actually a good thing in a way, because even though Tuesdays are very chaotic, we stay very, very busy, and you're never bored. You never have any downtime. You're always putting, up merchandise, and I have a feeling today's going to be a large truck. But what else was I going to say? So a guy I work with, he was off last week, and just as a casual chit chat with him, I said to him, I said, "Hey man, did you do anything exciting on your vacation or anything like that?" He goes, "No, I pretty much didn't." He goes, "But I did go to Birmingham for a day or so." I'm like, "Oh, cool. You got family out there?" He goes, "No." Oh man, I need something for this sore throat. I probably should pop some of my own honey. But he says, "No, I spent the night in the hospital getting medical evaluation, and he's already told me, like I've heard about this in the past, but I guess he got pretty much got confirmation on his Birmingham visit that his heart is in such bad condition that he has 1.5 to perhaps 2 years to live max without a heart transplant. He's already been on the heart transplant list for a very long time. I already know that from previous people. He didn't really talk much about that, so he's like, it is just what it is, or I forget what he said. He said something else. He goes, you either have to have a heart transplant or he said something. I didn't catch that, but heart transplant is not easy. It's, plus you got to have money and or really good insurance or political connections. We all know that's the reality. But anyway, so I was like, phew. So I feel bad for the guy. I mean, I really do, because there's nothing I can do to help him. So he actually got to an argument with another coworker about a week ago, and it got really, really heated. And he was very loud and very vocal. And at that time, I was kind of like watching, and I was like, "Well, these two grown ass men can figure this out." But the whole time I'm thinking, like, man, I know the guy's name. I don't need to share it, but I'm like, dude, I'm thinking, like, I don't want you to have a heart attack because you're like really creating a high blood pressure on yourself. Excuse me. I think a hot shower will cure that, or some hot tacos. But so that was one thing. So like, I'm like, oh man, this poor dude. He pretty much has 3 jobs. He does. He works for, obviously, at the grocery store. He does DoorDash, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I think his wife has a cleaning business, so he helps out here and there with that. So the dude's always busy. So like, I just feel bad for him because he probably doesn't have a whole lot of downtime to just relax and enjoy life. You know what I mean? He's trying to pay the bills, and trust me, I get all that. And but yeah, some things I want to do if I can get to this primitive campground without costing myself a ton of money, which I have a feeling is probably going to happen. Um, I just don't need a breakdown before payday. I really don't. I really don't. I can't afford for this van to be towed somewhere without my ability to pay for it. So if I can get out to the campground, some cool things are planned. I've been doing a lot of research on strange happenings in the outdoors. Uh, Tentatively, I have a special guest. If I can get there and everything works out okay, we're going to have a live podcast talking about strange things that happen in the woods. Then I'm going to talk about different different strange encounters in this area. This area of Florida, the Panhandle, is called the Northwest Track. I never knew that until recently, but it's obviously Northwest. I just didn't know it was called the track. but there's been a lot of unusual activity out in this region, and it's well documented apparently. So I don't know how much my guest is going to know about as much as I've found out about the topic, but he definitely has more out in the woods experience. So basically, one of the things I want to do while I'm out in the woods is uh, look for certain markings, strange, unusual configurations of limbs, trees, just weird, unusual stuff. Like how far up was a tree snapped, if it was snapped, and stuff like that. So I really want to do. I have this idea for a really cool fishing slash cooking tip. And my friend, if he's going to be on the water, supposedly, if he brings me the fish I desire, I can probably do a really cool fishing tip, and then maybe do like some type of recipe. But the main thing is the fishing tip. Man, I'm so sorry. All of a sudden, my throat's really sensitive. But yeah, I'll be really upset if I can't get to where I want to go because I already have the reservations, even though they're free reservations. I want to get there and do something cool. Uh, the other place I like to go to is also about 40 miles away. So basically, either way, if I break down, I'm screwed. But there's no way in heck I'm. Hold on, I saw somebody in my rearview mirror. Yeah, no way in heck. I want to be broken down because for the next 2 weeks I'm like really. Hold on, guys, walking by my passenger side. Doesn't look like a threat, but I always like to keep my head on a swivel. Oh, okay. I think his van's parked, or not his van, his truck's parked behind me. So he's pulling away, so no threat there. Uh, but the other thing I failed to talk about was um, where I'm parked. I did a video recently about there was a flyer about a missing elderly person, and I feel really bad about this, but I have this like bad vibe about me. Uh, the signs are still posted on a couple trees out here uh, for people to try and find this individual. He was like 70 years old, had been a stroke victim, and was starting to suffer from dementia, and had dropped off his granddaughter. And I don't know why the city park hasn't taken these signs down. I feel really awkward. I mean, like, honestly, I said in the previous video, I feel if I take those banners off, like, it's almost like I'm burying someone who's no longer alive, and I just feel bad. It's almost like you want to share the memory of this human being, but not in that fashion. So I don't want all these false information shared because he was found deceased the next day. Uh, but it's really weird how this park's configured because like literally 30 feet in front of me, there's like a white picket fence. And I guess that's the actual start of the park, and they maintain that very well. Um, but on this side, I think it's also city property, but I guess it's like the redheaded stepchild of the city. They really don't maintain it as well, or I really don't know. But these signs are on this side of the park, and I feel awkward about that. I really do. So, uh, dementia is a terrible disease. It can, apparently he walked with a cane because probably due to his stroke or something like that. Maybe he dehydrated or was confused. I really don't know all the details, but I'm really trying to brace up and prepare for really tough days ahead. I'm not only in the next 2 weeks, but in the entire summer with hurricane season, tornadoes. We just recently had a bunch of really severe storms with tornadoes, and seems like, you know, it's almost that time of year, especially now you're getting into the 90s. Gulf water temperature is going to rise, and that always stimulates and promotes negative weather actions. But I'm excited, if all goes well, that I can help and promote the Lee and Betty Johnson Memorial Charity Memorial Day weekend. It's the kickoff to helping veterans through Mission 22 and Reads Across America. So I'm truly hoping for and expecting really great, amazing things this year. I think it could be the best campaign that's ever happened with the nucleus of people we have involved in that organization. And so that's that. I think I pretty much need to tap out because I'm starting to lose my voice. Need to go to Taco Town and then get ready for work. So just wanted to say hi to you guys on the taco season. Man, my voice, I'm losing my. I almost said, want to say hi to you on this taco seasoning, Taco Tuesday. Trying to get to, you know where I'm going. Peace. Y'all have a great day. See you soon.